nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Williams, going to lead us in prayer, please, sir?
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you have bestowed upon us. Father, be with us as we do the business in Mills County. Guide and direct us in all our actions and bless our county with some rain. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Yes, on that rain, sure need. Can you get that going?
Let's go.
Might try to. I thought I turned it on, but I don't know what's wrong. It's not up on the screen. And then are you, hearing us loud and clear downstairs?
There's a heard. Oh, I ain't got rid of just.
There it goes.
So it says no signal, maybe it'll take a minute.
It will take a minute. Okay, I think we can go ahead and start.
All people on us anyway.
Yeah, okay. Number two, review and act on minutes of September 23rd and September 30th.
There's the workshop one gonna be in the next.
Say that again.
What's that?
We had a workshop too. We had a workshop over subdivisions.
And there's a set of minutes not included.
Yes.
Okay, that would need to go through the judge's office to get it put on the agenda. What date?
Whatever that last Friday was,
Yeah.
you set that here in the seat.
Okay.
You've already sent them to me.
Mhm.
Also on that. September 30th, is that clear on inflation, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's 214 or 213.
What page and what number? Is this a correction?
213, it said 214. I probably said 214 by mistake. So the correct number on number 7 for September 30th is now 213 instead of 214. Okay. Okay. Any other corrections?
Make a motion, we approve the minutes for September the 23rd and September the 30th as presented to us.
Okay, motion has been made by Commissioner Wright to approve the minutes for September 23rd and September 30th with the needed correction. I'll second that motion. Any other discussion? All those in favor of approving the minutes of those dates, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, unanimous. Okay, number 3, audience individuals. Anybody here to speak today? Audience individuals.
Probably won't find it.
No, okay. Number 4, review and act on accounts payables, and I do have one small correction on the accounts payables, the commissioners. On accounts payable on page 11. Top of the page, it starts off jail expenses, at the bottom it says sheriff's office expense. Had meal for Tatum meeting, and actually it should be hotel. Lodging. So sheriff's office expense, that's invoice number 70701.
On precinct 1,
Yes, sir.
I have several deals here. I'll give the summer after the court's over with and find out. One of them was on the inspection for Mills County vehicle restoration for $22. I don't think that's precinct one. All our inspections in January, $2.
Okay,
The road sign, the next item, road materials, that's a road sign that went to precinct 4, and I'll check with Summer about after that's over. That was $25 that we had put on Leighton Blaine,
okay,
Leighton Black's Lane. Yes, there is a receipt in
He said that he took care of it. I just assumed that meant he was.
I ordered the sign, but I'm not paying for it. It's not in precinct 4. In precinct 1, it's in precinct 4. And the state will not replace those signs. The county has to. And they will put the sign up, and the state has the sign. I took it out to them after S&S called me about it, but also on road material for Home Depot, the 204, that is for PVC. We cut those in half and use them for delineators, just in case y'all wonder what that's for. Home Depot.
And I'm taking the United Ag and Turf was the shredder between you and Robert being that much money.
Yes.
Same price.
Yes, that is, it's half price for both of those, and also on, repairs on the door for, it went to precinct 2, it should go to, precinct 1, on precinct 2's. The 1,387.96, that's a glass door that broke out of the roller, and Robert ordered it and paid for it, but it should go to precinct 1. We're the ones that broke the door out. Precinct 1 did. And I told him I would replace it as original. We couldn't find a door for it, and a glass door, and they had ordered the whole door. When the whole door came in, it was all wrong. It's the brackets on it was wrong, and so what we did is precinct 1, we took the glass out of the new door and put it in the roller itself.
So these tickets are coded under 11.
That's what I was.
That's why it's getting confusing. So that's supposed to be.
He
Is that
paid,
under?
precinct 2 paid for it out of his
Gotcha, I
credit.
understand what you're saying, but it's supposed to be you.
It should go to precinct 1 for that expense. We're the ones that broke the door, precinct 1 did, and we tried to order a door and we couldn't, and he had to because they had to go back to the original.
Really helpful if we could have these discussions and things on Thursdays. We need to back up the deadline so y'all have a chance to look at it. Cause this stuff pushes all of getting the checks out, all.
We get our stuff at 4 o'clock on Friday. Cause I don't know if they
My
look
stuff
at
is
it.
there before then. And it's emailed before then.
So what she's saying is these checks are already printed downstairs.
They're not already printed. That is not what I'm saying, but it pushes back the process of it. And so I think it would be less confusing to have this discussion up here and have it in my office where we can actually look at the actual invoices.
Well, usually when we sign off on the ticket, Summer, we usually sign it to what precinct it goes to,
Correct.
but we sign it as I ordered it or he ordered it.
Well, you're not signing it as you ordered it. You're signing it as how it should be paid. So you should have.
I didn't order it. I told him to sign on that ticket to precinct 1 that we would pay
Okay,
for.
well, we need to work our process here because this is confusing. I guess I would ask y'all to come down afterwards and we'll get it straightened out.
Every time I don't know how the other commissioners do it, but every time I get a receipt, the day I get it, I turn it in to you. And I know sometimes it's a little later getting it paid, but I'll be glad to sit down with you
No,
anytime.
I'm talking about reviewing this document and making corrections and actually being able to look at the receipts and determine who's paying for what.
When do you want us down there? Okay? And when do you want, when we turn our receipts in to you, so it won't be
I'll let you
confusing.
know, let you know.
Okay, anything else on the accounts payables, commissioners?
Just on page 9. Under, road and bridge special. That S and S one, the first one, the $273, that's booms and chains that go on the haul trailer. And they've been color coded so they hopefully will stay. They keep their, this is the third set and they keep walking away. The other is sides, and that is the rock crusher that we built. And I'll report on the rock crusher here shortly.
Okay. Right. Any other changes regarding accounts payables, commissioners? I'll make a motion that we approve the accounts payables with the needed changes.
Second it.
Motion's been made, second by Commissioner Wright. Any other discussion? All those in favor of approving the accounts payable, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it unanimously. Okay, the consent agenda. Come on in, ladies. Consent agenda. Of course, these are departmental monthly reports, numerous reports. Commissioners go through all those. Lots of information there. That going good, Jim?
Sorry.
Oh, you're all right. Go ahead.
It's,
Good place to do it. Uh, Thank you, Jackie and that. We do have the facilities report. Gentlemen, any questions? Mr. Guy Burns is in report right now. As you can see, he's been extremely busy as always.
tell us about the EMS building.
EMS building. Guy, want to come up here so we can hear on the speaker.
See that there's been some damage to it.
The doors, they had an ambulance back in one of our doors about a month or so ago.
Yeah, actually, one of the ambulances pulled in before the door was all the way up. So, the Hamilton EMS insurance, it paid for it. We went ahead and went through basic IDIQ, got a proposal. Dane Allison and his organization accepted the proposal. They got the door replaced, went out and looked at it, made sure everything was good. Dane Allison signed off on it. They're happy. Their insurance will pay for it. They did send an invoice to Summer, and I got a CC, but I put a note in there that needs to go straight to Dane Allison and their insurance company. But anyhow, it's fixed.
That's all that I didn't know about. Thank you.
Another busy month for all departments, as you can see.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as written.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Williams to approve the consent agenda. I'll second that motion. Any other discussion? All those in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, unanimous. Okay, action agenda number 5. Consider and act on burn ban. As you all know, gentlemen, commissioners, it's been getting extremely dry. We haven't had any rain in a while. Numerous fires occurred last week. My policy, I checked with all 4 fire chiefs in the county. All 4 fire chiefs agree it's time to put the burn ban back on.
Well, the only thing I agree with you, the burn ban probably needs to go back on, but the fire necessarily, they were caused by
Mine was caused by
welding. That was the only, all of mine that were in my precinct were caused by traffic or by, hay balers. So
There's
we're
one-
still gonna have that
I know.
issue.
There's one burning trash that got out last week. But, outside of Gulf Lake.
But that is dry.
Yeah,
It's dry.
and the chance of rain is pretty dismal too right now. Feast or famine.
Make a motion, we put the burn ban back on.
Second.
Okay, motion been made by Commissioner Wright to put the burn ban back on, a second by Commissioner Head. Any discussion? All those in favor of put the burn ban back on, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, unanimous. Number 6, consider an act to update bank signature cards to reflect change in treasurer's office. And Summer, you want to prep that anyway, or?
Pretty straightforward. Can I change it from Debbie Gerda to Jackie Brooks?
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the bank signature card to reflect the change in the treasurer's office. Second. I think Commissioner Head got you. Second by Commissioner Head. Any other discussion on that? All those in favor of approving to update the signature card to reflect the change in the treasurer's office, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Sheriff, I'm gonna come up on this. Number 7, consider an act on inmate housing contract for Brown County. Good morning, Sheriff Poole. How are you today?
Good morning, everybody. Doing good. We were contacted by the jail administrator for Brown County, I think about 2 weeks ago now. They are gonna start adding jail space to their jail. And they didn't have any type of housing agreement with anybody. So they wanted to enter a housing agreement with us, just in case while they were doing their renovations, they may have to move some prisoners over here. And so we said, yes, that'd be great. That's the first part of it.
Okay. Commissioners, any question on that first part that the sheriff's presenting?
We have room and stuff in our,
We do right now, yes.
I make a motion, we approve the inmate housing contract with Brown County.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Williams.
second,
So who called the second? Commissioner Wright called the second. Any other discussion? All those in favor of approving the inmate housing contract with Brown County, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Sheriff, number 7, number 8, consider an act on inmate housing contract for Mills County with Brown County.
Right, so this is the second part of it. We found out we had some plumbing issues. Sorry.
Must be allergies.
Yeah. We had some plumbing issues going on. We had a fire inspection the week before last. And there are some plumbing issues that need to be taken care of at the jail. And in finding the main issue that we have is the incoming water line into the facility. And so that is a pressure reducing valve. I guess the pressure coming in from the city is the higher pressure than what you would use inside the building. So that valve has failed for us. We were working with a guy on that, and an estimate to fix that plumbing issue is anywhere from 4 hours to, if it becomes a crazy issue, up to 24 hours it could take to fix it. According to jail standards, we can only have no running water in our facility for 48 hours before we have to move inmates somewhere else. So part of that plan we have to come up with is, and what we have here is a housing contract to move our inmates to Brown County. Because we do not have any type of housing, agreements with anybody around here.
That's what I said, Brown County handle all of them if we were full, or are you gonna have to do another county too?
They said they would take all we got, okay, for now.
Well, let's do that.
Right, and so, and part of that, I think, and we have to turn over to jail standards would be this housing contract in case it went over the 40-hour mark.
And what is this rate that they're gonna charge us, same as what we're charging them? or-
Correct, it would be the 75 a day, it's the same amount.
Okay.
Yeah,
So how would that be, there's on a bond from that? You know, I guess there.
right, it was,
It had to be a miscellaneous, situation.
And you really wouldn't even know how much or anything until it got started on.
right, or how many prisoners we have at the time, or that sort of thing, or how long it would take. Even if we hit that 48-hour mark, and we had to move them to Brown County for a day. Right now, we're holding 15, so 75 for 15 people. Kind of a chunk every day,
Yeah,
but
okay.
What,
Or later, running back and
the
forth.
guy that gone, what's he know about this valve or what anybody know about it?
Well, I just know, I can remember when we, the city, it was a nightmare to get the water hooked up and all that other stuff, and so that's kind of disappointing that 8 years later, the valve fails.
Well, I was out there was it last Friday morning or Thursday morning with the sheriff and Guy Burns, and there is, I don't know what you call that, a collection point, holding tank by the side port doors. It's a big underground. About the size of this table, and there's water probably 2 feet deep in there, Sheriff,
right,
2 or 3 feet deep in there. And it's not an easy, quick fix. I mean, like I said, we contacted Hard Texas Mechanical, and they're, I guess, working with Guy to get a photo, correct?
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's an issue that has to be done by the master plumber. It isn't regular. Same type of fire just couldn't come in.
And I'm not understanding where the valve is, valve coming in, or is it the drain?
But that valve is the water coming into the building, and it's pressure reducing valve.
Okay.
Because I guess the pressure coming in is at 100 and something PSI, and only have 50 to 60 PSI inside the building, so it reduces that pressure there.
Where the roll-up doors are, it's just to the right.
So, history was, there's supposed to be so much pressure and water coming into that building. And, the city thought it was a 6-inch line. And you get down there in front of the baseball park right there, and it switched from 6-inch to 4-inch. And when they dug it up to make sure what line it was, they looked at the 6-inch side. Well, then when they started hooking up the jail, you know, before we ever opened it for business, found out it was a 4-inch line on that end. So then we had to go through the railroad commission, and we had to dig in, and we had to loop it and make that line so that it caused more pressure. Because the pressure has to do with the fire extinguishing type part of it. You understand what I'm saying? It's gotta have so much fire, pressure. And so we added that, and we did all of that. That was, I don't know, close to an extra $30,000-$40,000, Mark. or
Yes,
more than that.
the county was responsible for all
Yeah,
the city.
we were like, city, didn't do any of it. It was, they're under. And so then the pressure's so high, we had to put this valve on there, because the pressure's so high that it was above, I don't know, Brock, maybe you understand what I'm talking about, but the pressure was too high so we had to reduce it. And so, yeah, it seems like another nightmare.
Okay,
I got a feeling it's gonna be pretty expensive. I'm just guessing.
So do we ever make a motion on this? We're going to number 8, consider acting on housing contract with Brown County.
Right.
Okay,
So moved.
okay, I'll make a motion that we approve this housing contract with Mills County with Brown County.
He just moved. Are you seconding or?
I'll second it, yes. Okay, motion's been made, a second's been made, any other discussion? All those in favor of approving the housing contract with Brown County, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Number 9, consider an act on declaring 3 office chairs in the sheriff's office as scrap. Sheriff?
So there was, 2 leftover chairs from the previous sheriff's office, and both of them were like the leather type chairs that are installed. The whole fabric and everything's coming apart, and one of the arms is broken off. And then we had one of the brown chairs that was in the training room. The whole, pneumatic system on it.
So just FYI, guys. So we saved a bunch of these and some of them we put as surplus, some of these chairs. And when I took them out to Cowboys to the auction, he told me not to bring any more of those back out there ever again. So I agreed with him, they're scrap.
Scrap.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we approve the 3 office chairs in the sheriff's department as scrap.
Okay,
Motion been made by Commissioner Williams, the second's been made by Commissioner Wright. Any other discussion? All those in favor of the office chairs as being scrapped in the sheriff's department, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you, Sheriff. Number 10, consider an act on approving surety bonds for George Drake, Joy Now, Brittany Cornelius, and Tina Cobalt. Those surety bonds are in package, commissioners, do these every year, and I'll make a motion to approve these surety bonds for those 4 named individuals.
second,
Motion been made by me, second by Commissioner Wright. Any other discussion? All those in favor of approving the surety bond, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Number 11, consider an act on a resolution for Texas indigent grant deals that we do with the commissioners. And, anybody got any questions? If not, I'll make a motion, we approve the indigent defense grant program.
second,
Motion's been made by me, a second by Commissioner Wright. Any other discussion? All those in favor of approving the Texas Indigent Defense Commission grant, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Number 12, consider an act on hardware recycling by Goldsmith. Commissioners in your package, or what Goldsmith's charges were, what's going on. The first one is consider an act on hardware recycling by Goldsmith.
This is an annual.
Kind of an annual deal, yes, sir. I talked to Dave, and he said we did about a year or so.
I make a motion that we approve the hardware recycling by Goldfish
Okay,
policy.
a motion has been made by Commissioner Williams. I'll second that motion. Any other discussion? All those in favor of approving the hardware recycling by Goldsmith, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, unanimous. Number 13, consider an act on hard drive destruction by Goldsmith.
Make a motion that we approve on the policy for the hard drive.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Williams. Do I hear a second? Second's been made by Commissioner Head. Any other discussion? All those in favor of approving the hard drive destruction by Goldsmith, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Number 14, Commissioners' requests and reports. Commissioner Wright, lead us off, sir.
we've been doing a little brush cutting on 505 and 506. We've been replacing a lot of our delineators that pushed away, and been working with them on paperwork. That's all I have.
Okay, Commissioner Head.
We hauled material on carrier 210, 235, 219. We also trimmed, had trimmed trees, had trailer house come in. With trim trees, I am trying to, I've reserved the trucks for next week, and we'll do the tech stop road next week, so. Yes,
She approved it.
yep. So,
Okay, anything else?
Just a reminder, we've got to get receipts to Jet, so we can.
I have the daily log sheet and the deal, I have the daily log sheet I got, and also, yes, the receipts, so we can
Okay.
do it, so. Yeah.
Is that going on or not?
Victoria sent me the daily log worksheet, so to fill out every day. And I've had print them out for me, because I can get it done.
So they've already came out and approved the road and everything? Okay, good deal. Okay, anything else? Commissioner Parton, precinct 3.
I pretty well been working on FEMA, hopefully get somewhere there. Guys have been working on County Road 142, which is a FEMA project. People that are on Lake Merritt were complaining about the road, so we got it bladed, created another mess. Now it's dust as hell. Trying to get some more done.
Okay. Commissioner Williams?
Let's see here, I met with TxDOT, they have, sent me that bridge report, Robert and Dale, those bridges are good on those two that we're running. I got the bridge report, I'll have a copy for y'all if y'all want it. It's not a major fix, so it's not an imminent fix right now from their report. The rock crusher is finished at Kirby's. It hasn't been picked up. I need to know if it's going to Mott's. And that's where we want to take it. We'll have to pick it up, take it back to my county barn, hook up the crusher on it, and then reload it and take it to where it needs to go. Or somebody can just come get it themselves and do it. It's just whatever. I just need y'all to give me direction on that.
Bring it to precinct 1 yard. And then we'll drive it to 403. It's right here by town, Jason. After y'all get the crusher back on it. We'll start crushing, yeah. Also, if you wanted to crush some of that stuff, these other commissioners crush some material in the yard. While we have it there, we can crush it up too, a couple of days, and
Just
that
bring
way,
it to your yard.
right into the yard.
Okay. I don't know if I can get it today because the guys are already started on their job, so we may have to do it tomorrow. Whatever.
We have it for a month, correct?
You'll have it for the whole month of November. Yeah. Because it'd be hard to start it in the middle of this month.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. Be going to training this Wednesday and Thursday, in Abilene. Also got a meeting in Austin this week too. I'm gonna be taking some vacation some next week, be out a little bit. Report on the MCAD, we voted not to extend their budget. Well, everybody denied that except for Goldthwaite ISD. So interesting there, so.
And I did, speaking of that, Commissioner Williams, sorry to interrupt, but I did meet the new chief interim appraiser. They hired a lady named Hannah from the Lampass appraisal district. I can't remember her last name. Came by last week.
Been working on County Road, 50, got some material over there, and then we're also working on FEMA Road, 408, new culverts, cleaning out culverts, reclaiming ditches and reworking material that was there. So that's all.
Okay. Number 15, county judges report. On October the 8th, I met with individuals from a company called Red River Clean Energy Models. This is a new proposed solar farm. This proposed site will be in the northwestern part of Mills County in the former Camp William military range with approximately 720 acres in Mills County of solar and battery storage that will be tied into the Encore lines. 100 acres of this will be in Brown County. The capital investment will be around $265 million. They've already done an interconnect agreement with ERCOT. This interconnect agreement says that there meet the requirements for ERCOT, especially with the transmission load capacity. And there's handouts that were given to me, and we'll try to get them onto our website today or tomorrow. So that's all the information I have on that. Hill Country Transit. Last week, I attended my first board meeting for the Central Texas Transit District, which is in early Texas with the judges of Hamilton County and Sinclair County. Now, the next commissioner's court, I plan on having J.R. Salazar. He's the general manager of the Central Texas Rural Transit. And Mr. Salazar will bring to us information along with a resolution about our new proposed transit district that Mills, Sinclair, and Hamilton hope to join. Currently, this district includes the counties of Brown, Comanche, Shackelford, Taylor, Callahan, Eastland, Nolan, Stevens, Coleman, Erath, and Runnels. And Mr. Salazar has overseen this transit district for over 28 years. I've contacted most of the judges in these counties that have just excellent comments about Central Texas rural transit. And to refresh everyone's memory, I previously brought to the court that our current district, which was Hill Country Rural Transit, the urban folks, Temple, Plain, Harker Heights, Bill County, will form their own urban transit district. So we basically had to find somewhere to go, since we weren't invited to attend the urban district and wouldn't fit our plan to go to the urban district anyway. So TxDOT did numerous studies, improved numerous plans. The logical district for us going to was the Central Texas Rural District, which I just mentioned. Mason County is going to the Concho Valley Transit District. Llano County is moving to the Capital Texas Transit District. So the official date for us to move in the district is going to be somewhere from January the 1st to March the 1st. And just another bit of information, last week, you may saw the Oldbird calling the Gulfway Eagle. 20 years ago, they were talking about the Hill Country Transit was averaging 739 rides per month, which is about 9,000 rides a year. And that's 20 years ago. And now we're doing about half that many. So Central Texas Transit has informed us that they want to get back to 3 drivers and 3 newer buses once the transfer takes place. And they'll also start doing out-of-county medical transfers such as dialysis. So I think it's going to be a win-win for Mills County once we get this going. Right now, we got 1 driver and 1 bus.
So what's gonna happen with the building and stuff in San Saba?
That's still to be determined. They're looking at taking that into their district right now because it was built with the grants from TxDOT. And they're planning right now as it stands for Central Texas Rural Transit to use it in some capacity. So, and this is, beautiful.
How did they decide they got to keep the building instead of kicking all the others out?
Well, it didn't really fit for everything going back towards Belton for the Hill Country Transit. And I wasn't in no negotiations for all that. But anyway, this district should be a good district for Mills County.
Yeah, it's just done daily, so we have to appoint.
Well, we're gonna vote on it. There'll be a resolution to leave the other district and to join this other district. We had, and the process was, you gotta get TxDOT to approve your thing first. And that was the first thing, see if TxDOT approves. Then the second step was see if Central Texas Rural Transit would accept us. And they did. So the third step is gonna be for us to vote, so hopefully go with.
And so what, do we know what the requirements are gonna be, that they're gonna bring forward this?
They'll bring all that to us the next commissioner's court meeting,
So what if we don't like it?
well, you vote no.
No, I mean, but then what do we do?
We won't have a transit issue.
What's the cost?
Well, there's no cost I'm aware of. We've been hit up for money with the other transit district before.
3 drivers, Mills County, and no cost.
Yeah. That's what we used to have here before, in those days, 2 or 3 drivers. So they've never, well, in those days, they never charged a rural transit district. To refresh everybody's memory, they hit us up last year for 25,000. We voted no. And several other counties have not voted to do that. In fact, Lampasas voted, they wanted 70,000 passes recently, and they turned them down on that too. So we'll have a full package in your commissioner's court stuff, and any questions you have, JR can sure answer. So that's that report. Finally, we got 2 announcements. We have a tentative date with Schindler Elevator Company to renovate our courthouse elevator that was damaged during the May floods. The repairs will take approximately 1 week, and the elevator will have to be completely shut down during that time. Now, the date we've kind of looking at is December 9th through December 13th. And it's not easy finding dates, shut our elevator down for a full week with commissioner courts and jury trials, et cetera. So we'll send out numerous notices from office, let all the citizens know the elevator is shut down. And again, it's going to take at least 5 days to get that thing fixed. And finally, from our treasurer's office, audit report, we're beginning the audit process. Most of the audit will be done remotely. Summer's requesting offices send information to her in a timely manner. January 13th is the day the auditor will physically be here to complete the audit. All elected officials need to be available to answer any questions on that day. And again, that date's January 13th. That leave anything out on that?
So on the elevator, so I didn't know it was having to replace the elevator. So what are we doing to it?
Well, what happened is all the working parts got wet in that flood.
So is it not an issue right now?
No, it's working fine, but what they told us eventually is just gonna start rusting up, all the gears, the motors, the pulleys. I mean,
You're waiting another 2 months. That's what I was saying on an elevator. I didn't.
well, it's not gonna fall in class what they told us. Again, they want to start, like this week or next week, and we've had a jury trial going on, district court. And it's really been difficult finding a good time to work there.
But that.
That's,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've already been paid. I've already got the checks ready to pay them. It's all taken care of behind the scenes. It's just, we've been waiting on them to be ready to do the work.
It took them a long time. They said they had to get a part, because, this happened in May. And I've called 2 or 3 times, guys called, and they're always waiting for that part, whatever it was.
The magic part.
Magic part. So anyway, it came in a week or 2 ago, and then, like I said, we've been working good, trying to find a good date for it.
I'm just making sure it wasn't an emergency. We're waiting another 2 months.
Put some panel live on there.
Yes, ma'am.
Also to remind everyone that early voting starts on the 21st, which is a week from today. Clerk's office will be closing at 1 o'clock on Friday, this Friday, to set up early voting over in the community center. I believe I'm expecting 2 road signs that hopefully will be delivered this week. And then a jury trial starting on the 22nd.
Okay, again, early voting starts October 21st. You're gonna vote. And that's all I've got. Any other questions on my report? Hearing none, number 16, Commissioner Wright.
Make a motion that we adjourn.
Second, motion by Commissioner Wright, second by Commissioner Shedd. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye. Aye. Meeting adjourned. Everybody have a good day.